we go. Yes, yes, good. Geronimo! Right. Hey there, YouTube. This is weird. You don't know me. I don't know you. But we're gonna get to know each other. I hope. Unless you decide to kick me out the door right now. We'll see. 10 things that YouTube should know about me. I could also make a list of things YouTube shouldn't know about me, but that wouldn't say very much for my intelligence, now would it? Ha! Now, see that now, are you? I'm assuming that a lot of people who make YouTube channels begin with just their friends and family watching them before it spreads to other people, so sorry guys, these are things you already know. Please keep watching! Number 1 would be that I am from a large-ish town in central Indiana in the Midwest of the United States of America. And I like to say that I am begrudgingly American. This does not mean that I do not like being from America. I'm incredibly blessed and fortunate to be from here, but I often think that I would be better suited being from somewhere else. I'm definitely in, a rural area with rural mindsets, American Midwestern mindsets, and my mindsets and worldviews are a good deal more cosmopolitan, shall we say, than a lot of people here. So sometimes I have to keep my mouth shut, and I'm used to that. I grew up with that. I guess the other really big thing about it is that I think I would prefer a smaller country. I love the idea of being able to travel easily from country to country, and you just can't do that in the United States. There are some really great things about being from here, but when I got to very luckily travel to Scandinavia one time last year and be in Norway and Sweden and Finland, I loved how quickly you could go from country to country and the differences between the countries. And in the United States, obviously you can go from state to state, but there aren't that many differences just crossing state lines. You more have to leave the region. And the regions are pretty big. The country itself is huge. And I think I'd like something smaller. One of the symptoms of being a large country is that we don't have the best public transportation because it would just be so unmanageable. It's an unreachable idea. And that kind of makes me sad because I love the idea of having better public transport. It won't happen. So there are a lot of beautiful places here. There are a lot of beautiful places elsewhere. I kind of like to go to Europe and never come back. That's just me. Number 2. I am a singer, dancer, actress, and currently I'm in a production of Spamalot in Indianapolis, which you should go see if you have the chance. That is opening in just a couple weeks, and I'm really excited. Along with that, I have a BA in music education from Anderson University, and that I just got out in December, so that's been a recent development in my life. I am a dance teacher at a small dance studio. I teach jazz and lyrical and ballet and hip-hop to little kiddos through high schoolers, and I love them. They're wonderful students. Yes. It's interesting. I'm definitely doing the starving artist bit for a while. A lot of people keep expecting me to be looking for a full-time teaching job, and I'm just not doing that yet. I'm substitute teaching, I'm a supply teacher, all over the place in our county, and I like it. I like that every day is different. It's a whole adventure. You have really good days, you have really terrible days, but it's a lot of fun. I like that it's exciting. And it gives me a lot more free reign with my schedule, which I need because I want to try performing first. At some point, I'd really like to do a couple tours on a cruise ship as a performer there, build some savings, go to New York City for a while, because I think I'd really like it there. I'd been there once and didn't want to leave. So that's kind of what I'm doing there. Long term, I'll probably end up teaching in a school full time. Not in the foreseeable future. Number 3. This is a slightly odd thing about me. Everybody has their noises and their sounds that they make, and my most common one, I suppose, would be that I sound like a velociraptor sometimes. I like to be a velociraptor. It's a little hidden stupid human trick of mine. So I'll give you an example of that. Number 4. 4, just one. One or the other. That's enough of that. Yeah, I am rarely without anything to say. I'm a very talkative person, very conversational. When I get in a quiet mood, you know, I definitely have those, but I'm usually much more talkative. I'm incredibly extroverted, obviously. As you can tell, I'm making a YouTube channel. What does that say about me? But it doesn't mean I'm not one for inane chatter at all. I really like serious conversation. I like to be around people who challenge the way that I think and what I talk about, and people who can carry on a really wonderful, intelligent conversation. Number 5 is a little bit out of left field, but it's this random tick about me that everybody knows about if they know me, and that's that I brush my hair a lot. It's really long, as you can see. I have long red hair. Kind of love my hair. I feel like I got the luck of the draw on that. More people should be gingers. Let's be honest. Yeah. Let's all take a moment to silently agree with the fact that more people should be gingers. Yes. That was a good moment. Thank you for sharing that with me. Alright, that's basically it. I brush it a lot. It gets tangled really easily, and so I brush. You get the picture. Numero 6. I speak with impeccable grammar. Nobody says that. I prefer to be grammatically correct. I read a lot. I read all the time as a kid. I was a huge bookworm. I was definitely socially awkward as a young child, and so I think a lot of kids that I went to school with didn't quite know what to make of me in elementary, and so rather than get made fun of every time I opened my mouth or started walking, because I walked on my toes and everyone thought that was funny, I read. I got lost in books all the time, which I do not mind. I absolutely love the effect that reading has had on my life, but because of that, I definitely took in all of the grammar that was on the page, and it became ingrained within my own speech patterns. So I tend to be grammatically correct. Number 7. This is a little unusual. Not that anything else I've said hasn't been unusual, but for my age, okay, I'm 24. I can't believe I'm almost a quarter century old. It's just blows my mind. But I am learning how to skateboard. I've always wanted to learn how to skateboard. I wasn't allowed even near one when I was a kid. No way. Dad works in the x-ray department, saw too many wrist injuries, broken wrists from falling off skateboards. So not in the equation for me as a child. Just no. But I really wanted one. So definitely a little bit of a daredevil. My pain threshold is through the roof. Another lucky thing about being a redhead, studies have shown. And I recently graduated from college, got my tax return check, and bought a skateboard with it because I'm an adult. Yes. And so the last few weeks, I've been learning how to skateboard, and I love it. I love it. I definitely feel like I had a leg up on it being a dancer. Balance definitely worked in my favor. So yeah, skateboarding. Number 8. Yeah. You've probably already noticed, but I'll just say it out loud. I speak in strange voices quite a lot. What? What'd she say? Oh my gosh, yeah. All the time, lots of strange voices. Yeah, it's a habit, and it's just too much fun. I can't get away from it. So, very animated. It's the actress thing, so it's a good thing. It works in my favor. So, very animated. I gesticulate a lot. For anyone who doesn't know, gesticulating. Definition, talking with your hands. I don't know. What am I doing? So, yeah. I talk in strange voices, and y'all better love it or run away. Right now. I mean, really. Go. Go. There. You still there? Good. Number 9 is not that I wear glasses. It is, in fact, that I am a really big nerd. I have a deep abiding love of sci-fi and most things nerdy. In particular, Stargate. Oh my gosh, I love Stargate so much. I've seen every episode in existence and all the movies, and it's very dear to my heart. But yes, if you ever need someone to geek out with, I'm your girl. It's almost embarrassing, really, but it's not, because I'm proud. Ba-ba-da-da. Number 10! People often assume that I'm a vegetarian. I'm not. I am decidedly omnivorous. Love meat, love plants, I love fruit. Fruit is a plant, but I love fruit. But people often think that I'm a vegetarian. It started in high school. I was taking foods one time, and we were about to do a lab where we were cooking chicken, and out of nowhere, as we're like prepping the day before, the teacher says, "Oh, Audrey, don't worry, I'll get some tofu for you." And I was like, "Why would I want tofu?" And she's like, "Well, you're a vegetarian, aren't you?" No, not so much. She was shocked. She had assumed. I had never told her this. She had assumed that I was a vegetarian. And consistently since then, it happens fairly often. People look at me, and something about my general appearance and aura, I suppose, says vegetarian. No, not at all. Okay, so I know I said 10, but there's really 11. Yeah. Because number 11, I guess it makes sense because of what it is. And that is that I am a procrastinating perfectionist. If it sounds like a dangerous combination, you're right. It is. Yeah. It means I put things off because I want so badly for them to be just right, and I have to wait until I'm in the right mood, and all of the derivations and possible outcomes seem to be very well aligned for it to go well. Case in point, I could have made this video 3 weeks ago. I've had the camera, I've had the stuff, I've had the ideas. When did I sit down and actually do it? Today, 3 weeks later. Why? Probably because I got a lot of sleep last night, and I was like, oh, I have to have enough energy to make this. I have to be in the right mood. I have to have enough free time, and all this stuff. And so I waited a long time. And so ends my first video. I hope YouTube will be welcoming to me. This could go well. I could fall flat on its face. I don't know, but it will be an adventure. Yes, it will. If you enjoyed this, feel free to give me a thumbs up. And please follow me, subscribe to my channel. I will try to put out videos with some semblance of regularity. The fact that summer is almost here should be a good contributing factor to that. So, yeah. Ta-da!